Your Excellency, Mr. Volkan Bozkır, honorable heads of governments, foreign ministers, and other delegates to this UN high-level meeting, and finally everyone who is watching online. It is an absolute honor to speak in front of you as one of the two civil society speakers in this high-level meeting. I come from Prague, the city where Berta von Suttner, the first woman to ever receive the Nobel Peace Prize, was born. But sadly, Berta's vision for a world without huge military forces and without war seems to be further away than ever. Today, I would like to share with you my perspective of a young person in the field, shocked at the absurdity of nuclear weapons and militarism, but full of energy and determination to make a change. I was born into a post-Cold War world still bristling with thousands of nuclear warheads. They're not supposed to be used, so why are they here? I would ask, seeing no logical reasoning for any government prioritizing spending on nuclear weapons and war over its public health and education systems. They're dangerous whether they are used on purpose or due to a miscalculation. They are extremely harmful to the environment which we are so vehemently trying to protect. In the 21st century, they're simply obsolete. And what is more, they are phenomenally expensive. The nuclear-armed states collectively spend over 190,000 American dollars each minute of every day on the development, production, and deployment of nuclear weapons. To put such amounts into a perspective of a young person, this 1 minute of spending would cover the tuition and living costs to achieve an Ivy League university degree, plus some change. Or we can compare this to what we are investing in the United Nations. 12 days of this spending would cover more than the UN annual budget needs. During the recent months, I have connected online with countless fellow students around the world to discuss nuclear abolition, mainly in the connection to the COVID-19 pandemic and the Sustainable Development Goals. And in our discussions, we came to the following conclusions. Nuclear weapons, and indeed all weapons, were powerless to prevent the pandemic and are useless in addressing its impacts. They threaten the climate and subvert the Sustainable Development Goals. Yet, our defense budgets keep increasing. What we need is implementation of the UN Secretary General's global ceasefire and a shift of resources from nuclear weapons and military expenses to address the pandemic and implement the SDGs. It is the year 2020. We don't have time for any more ambiguities. Therefore, I, other youth, and many other civil society voices call on all governments to affirm that a nuclear war cannot be won and must never be fought, to stop investing in nuclear weapons, and to commit to the total elimination of nuclear weapons by 2045, the 100th anniversary of the UN. We see it as the most rational and sustainable thing to do. Can you see it too? Thank you very much for your attention.